Hi, alright, let's talk about what to do if you know that you need to heal and you know how to heal, you know what to do, you know what to read and everything, but somehow you just can't get to it. Somehow it just feels pointless. Somehow you just have zero motivation about it. You know, life already has been really tough for you, and you have faced trauma, and that's why you're suffering so much. So now, when someone asks you to do this so much amount of work, you feel apathetic. You feel not up to the task, and you have all the self awareness in the world. Self awareness is not an issue. You know exactly what's wrong with you, you know exactly the ways you harm yourself and others and everything, but somehow you just can't figure it out. Somehow you just can't get to it. You just can't do it. So I think the first thing you need to see, I'm not gonna tell you to do anything, because not in the state, right? That will just add more and more shame and guilt that I'm pretty sure that you already feel about not being up to the task or not getting to this thing. So I'm not gonna do that. I think let's just start first with compassion. I see you, I have been there, and honestly, it's quite valid. You're tired, man. Life has already been unfair to you, you know. You don't want to do so much work to just get to okay. And you don't even know if that's possible right now. So that this just endeavor just feels too burdensome. Just and entirely hopeless as well. So it's actually intelligent that your brain is saving your energy in order to not do that, because it seems like a pointless endeavor in the first place, even though you logically know that it's not, and logically you can get better. Emotionally you're just not there. I think the first thing that we forget as people is that um, we are not machines, things are not linear. I think the narrative that everyone just gets about how, hey, yeah, I need to heal, so I should just do that. Well, it's just not that simple. Awareness doesn't always lead to action, you know. Probably there's more truths there to uncover before that can happen. There's safety required, there's more love and faith required, and a lot of times it's not a skill issue or like a knowledge issue. It's more a faith issue, it's more a love issue, it's more just a hope issue as well. uh, People might have the tools, people might have all the intelligence in the world, but if they don't have faith, they're not going to heal. If they don't feel connected to love or even the glimmer of it, they're not going to heal. And I think the narrative that people, even well meaning people, the society pushes on people who have been through trauma or are trying to heal, just like, just get to it, I just don't understand it, you don't even want to get better. I think these shaming statements push people further in that, state, and they are just so nonsensical because they operate on this flawed linear way of being, which is just not how human beings are. We are complex, and so dimensional, and we're not the ways we interact. It's not a leads to b relationship more often than not. So yeah, again, if you're stuck in that state, yeah, let's just start with, I get it. I've been there, it's okay. It's really just okay. This doesn't mean that you don't care about this, that you don't want to get better. It just means you're scared. It just means you're tired. And that's valid. The resistance you feel is emotional. Your body is already going in survival mode all the time, fighting threats that it didn't even deserve to. So no wonder another task comes up and you just tense up and you're just in freeze and stuck. It's predictable, and it's completely normal, you know? So what then you really need to start with is acceptance. Just, I am at this place where I know I need to heal, but I don't feel that I can ever heal, okay? But I know that I need to heal. I know how to get better, but I just don't have the motivation to. I just don't have it in me to do it. And you need to make space for all the parts of you that are feeling this. You need to acknowledge them and you need to be there for them. You need to tell them, hey, if you're tired, that's okay. It's okay. You don't have to rush into it. Because even to heal, you need to feel safe with that. Make no mistake, healing is work. It takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of inner work and consistent effort to do that. So it's, of course, you feel resistant to it. It doesn't mean that, don't tell yourself disempowering stories that this just means I'll never get better. This just means that I don't deserve to heal because I must not want it bad enough. Like, don't buy into inner and external critics' voices. You need to really get compassionate. And that's where we start. We get to this sense of acceptance and compassion. And when you finally feel safe enough, when you've finally accepted all these parts, that's when healing will occur. Because healing isn't doing something, it's just getting to the state that you're okay as you are. You're okay even if you want to heal and you can't get to it. You're okay if, you're not healed yet. The idea is to connect with the sense of compassion towards yourself in this state. Once you get to the sense of compassion, I promise you things will shift. If you treat yourself as something to be fixed, or healing is a task you must do, that's going to push it away even more, you know? The essence of healing isn't becoming someone else, it's just seeing the truth that you were never broken to begin with. So I hope that if you're in this state, understand that it's okay to be in that state, and it's just a state. It's not your entire life, and it's also not a prophecy, you know? It's completely okay to feel that, and you just need to really make space for it. That's it. And it's okay to be in that state for a while as well, until you gather your resources, until you feel okay enough. I think your first step shouldn't be collecting all the resources to heal. I think your first step should be to just get compassion. You really need support and compassion and love. If you can't find that in people around you, sadly, because that can happen often, you can find that through your favorite books, your favorite shows, through divinity, if you believe in that, through nature, through art. The idea is to get yourself in the state of compassion for yourself. And from that, you start the healing. And it's totally okay if in the beginning accessing that state is extremely difficult. It's quite natural. But even if you can experience it a little bit, I promise you the resistance will start crumbling one by one. Like 1 second by second, yeah, I guess. So, take care. You can do this. You're okay. And it's okay if you're too tired. Even therapists, they'll tell you, like, you can sometimes take a break from healing as well. Like, sometimes just too much is happening in your life, man. Sometimes, like, so much shit is happening in life. To start the healing work is just terrifying. We don't have any of the resources. So it's okay. You can do what you can. It shouldn't be just another thing that you hate and are completely, you know, just hit you shouldn't like basically fall down on ground with its burden is I guess what I mean. Yeah, take care. Bye. Love you.